Mark it, please. All the way, Mark. That's good.
So Gwen, when did you first know about Rodney?
Actually, my older brother, I think, basically was the guy that used to listen to Rodney all the time. So Rodney would play all the new stuff, the new shit, the weird stuff. And then I don't know. I remember when we were in the band No Doubt years ago. We'd see Rodney sitting over there, We'd be like, "That's Rodney on the rock," We'd be like, "That's him." It was always a really big deal. He's like a star,
What kind of reputation does he have among bands?
I think he's just kind of like the classic KROQ guy that he's pretty like hip to the new stuff that's coming out, and it's like it really loves a lot of English groups. Is that true?
That's true.
He loves English groups very much, and so do the band No Doubt. Well, at least I do.
Is that a big influence for you, the English band?
It's always been, yeah. Madness and the Selector and the Specials and all those bands, really big influence.
Did you ever expect the kind of response to the band that you got from, the kind of sudden fame?
Sudden fame?
Yeah, or just gradual, you become such a huge band now.
I expected it all along. I'm just kidding. No way. I don't think we would have been a band doing it for, 11 years if, you know what I mean? We just did it because it was what we did and we loved to do and we couldn't stop. And we all, went to school and we all had jobs, and it was just one of the other things that we did because we loved it. And when Tragic Kingdom came out, I don't think we ever thought it would, We put the Beacon Street out, and I remember I gave one to Rodney a long time ago because it was this independent record that we just went in the garage and said, "Screw them, we're going to do our own record." And, a month later we had shrink-wrapped little CDs, and that was the record that we were like, fuck you, we're going to put a record out, and we didn't ever think Tragic Kingdom would come out. So, of course not. This is super weird. I think the biggest reward is that we get to do another record. Of course, besides the fact that, have to go back to school and work at Burger King or anything like that. It feels good to be able to move out. I'm moving out of my parents' house for the first time, age 28, hello, I just got a car, my first car. So that part of it is kind of like, oh my God, I'm almost 30, thank God I didn't, I did something. So, I don't know, I think that if we broke up tomorrow, I'd cry a lot, but it would be like, what more can you ask for, Hello.
What is the last question, what is the ugliest side of the business that you see about the music business? That's what you don't like about it?
Oh, there's so many things, It's like for every good thing there's a negative, and oh gosh. I think the thing that hurts me the most, that bums me out the most, would be the kind of rivalry between bands and the way people put each other down and just automatically assume that band sucks because for whatever reason, and the funnest thing, when you're on tour, is hooking up with other bands and hanging out, and it's like you're on tour with them and you totally can relate to each other, and even if you don't really like their music, somehow after you meet them and hang out with them and watch them and see them go through the same day that you went through, you go, they're good, there's something you find that you like about them. So I think that part of it, I hate all that, I hate all that. It's like, it's art and, it's people expressing themselves and there's no rules, and you should be able to just, I don't know, I appreciate a lot of different kinds of music. And of course I fall into that thing too once in a while, like, oh, he's an asshole or whatever, for whatever reason, because maybe they said something about our band. But
do you know what Godhead means?
Godhead? No. I'm sorry.
Well, you're a Godhead. It's like the highest compliment.
Is it? It's the highest compliment?
Yeah.
You said I'm a Godhead.
You're a Godhead.
Oh, goodness. That's sweet. See,
You're
look,
a Godhead.
my feathers doesn't even go in. I have feathers.
Thank you so much. It's really cool.
Hey, you know what? I can't believe, this is 97?
Yeah,
28 years old. I've been listening to KROQ since, I used to go to see Richard Blade at the skating rink. You know what I mean? Okay. So, yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Rodney.
Thank you.
Gwen?
Congratulations.
Oh, you're going to ask your math questions.
Don't ask me anything about math.
About science.
Where is that boy?
It's still
anyways?
hypotenuse.
Where is that boy? Rodney.
Huh?
Where is he?
He's wandering around with
Oh,
his
he's
new
here?
girlfriend.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he is. So just say your name and not your date of birth and gender. Just your name. Send her the DMV.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Gwen Stefani.
Gwen, when was the first time you heard Rodney on the radio? Do you remember?
I was probably in 8th grade. Probably 8th. 7th maybe. Possibly.
So just a few years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what was that, 10, 15 years ago?
This is his 20th anniversary on the radio this year, believe it or not. Why do you think Rodney's been on the radio so long? Do you have any idea?
When I look at Rodney or think of Rodney, I think of classic. Like a classic part of KROQ. It would never be the same without Rodney. And I just remember at the KROQ Acoustic Christmas this year, my loser band, no doubt, got to play at it. It was really exciting, and I got to take a picture with Rodney, and he hung out with me, and I was really excited about it. Because he's a legend, right?
He is. That's why we're making a movie about him. Is there anything mysterious about Rodney?
Mysterious. I think his hairdo is mysterious. Very unique. It's very cute. I like it. What?
If you were to say something to Rodney, what would you tell him? Or ask him? What would you want to ask him?
I would ask him, when are we going to have lunch at Cantor's? Or late night dinner?
Cool, thank you.
All right.
All right. You too, gentlemen.